In the headlines, organized labor hold nationwide solidarity protest over prolonged ASUU strike. Schools set to halt academic activities despite the ongoing NECO exams. Ekweremadu's wife granted bail as senator spends 1 month in detention. And on the foreign scene, European Union members strike deal to cut Russian gas use. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Update. I am Ibrahim Yusuf. Hello and welcome once again. Nigeria Labour Congress NLC solidarity protest has begun in Lagos. Members of various unions under the NLC have converged on Ikeja axis under the bridge, where the protest is gradually building up, and members will march to the State House, Alausa. Nigeria Labour Congress said it's not backing down on its two-day protest, and some of the unions present are NUPENG, NASU, ASUU, and NUT.
Articulate Nigerian students, dynamic Nigerian students. Hello. Today is an historical occasion. Today is an historical occasion. Yes. We are here all making history. We are in the process of reclaiming our country that have become subjected to the unfortunate dictates of ruthless, colorless, viewless, insensitive, and barbaric oppressive exploitative leaders. In the last 5 months, the doors of our university have been closed. In the last 5 months, this year, not because workers in the university didn't want to work, but because we have a government that has a pathological hatred for knowledge.
Similarly, the Nasarawa State chapter of the NLC has joined the nationwide protest to put pressure on the federal government to expedite action to end the ongoing ASUU strike. Speaking during the procession to Government House Lafia, Nasarawa State, NLC Chairman Yusuf Iya said the protest was in solidarity with ASUU as directed by the national headquarters of the union. Iya said the prolonged strike has negatively affected the education sector and kept the students idle, making them vulnerable to social vices. Receiving the protesters, Governor Abdullahi Sule lauded the leadership of the union as well as members for conducting themselves peacefully. Sule said the government is concerned about the lingering strike and promised to table their issues at the meeting of the Governors Forum for prompt intervention. And in Kwara State, the Nigeria Labour Congress and its affiliate unions staged a peaceful protest in solidarity with the striking Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU. The protest took off from the Labour House in Ilorin to some major streets in the state capital. The chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Kwara State, Isa Ore, said that the Labour will declare a 3-day strike should the government refuse to heed the demands of the university workers. Members of the Academic Staff Union of Universities and their non-academic counterparts who also addressed the press said they are fighting against the rot in the university system for the future of the students.
Headquarters, which asks us to go on protest in solidarity with ASUU and other institutions in the university. The problem is that there was an agreement between the ASU and others in the university, between the federal government and the universities for over 2 or 1.5 years now. And up to now, the federal government are yet to implement what they are signed for. The next thing is we are going for 3 working strike action, 3 working day action, industrial action. After that, if nothing was done, then we are going to do another NEC meeting to know the next line of action.
We are here to participate in the protest against the obnoxious government in Nigeria taking a deliberate effort in killing the educational system of the country, especially at the tertiary level. We are all aware of what happens in our various primaries and secondary schools that are government owned. Today, government is practicing what we describe as neoliberalizations of the educational system, making sure that children of the poor will not have access to quality education. And as a symbolic sign, the Nigerian Labour has decided to come and make a voice to support the struggle of ASU towards ensuring that we have a better educational system in the country. And we are here to participate in that protest.
What is the present situation of your discussion with the federal government?
And leaders of the Fulani community in Edo have reacted to an alleged onslaught on Fulani settlements in parts of the state, following a recent marching order from the government to security agencies to rid the state of criminal elements, particularly the killer herdsmen in the forests. Trust TV correspondent Nafisa Bello completes the story.
Expressing dissatisfaction over the development, the chairman, Edo State Cattle Dealers Association, Alhaji Ahmed Sahad, and the Sarikin Fulani, Alhaji Muhammad Sousa, said they are not aware of any marching order by the state government to quit Fulanis from Edo land, adding that the information got to them from their kinsmen in parts of the state that security operatives are raiding their camps and settlements, attacking innocent herdsmen, destroying and killing their cows under the guise of tackling insecurity.
That's the truth. I can't say government give a free notice. They are no place that. But the information we get from the Fulani, they came, some vigilantes, they always attack them. Maybe shoot their cows, shoot even the people. All we are Nigerians.
We the Fulanese have spent more than 50 years here. We have never encountered this kind of problem. We are innocent, but we just heard that they are attacking Fulanese. Even if they want us to go, due process has to be followed.
Reacting to the alleged atrocities committed by security operatives, the image maker of the Edo State Police Command, SP Chidin Wabuzo, told newsmen that no one has come to lodge complaint, though there was actually a marching order by the state government.
To complain that his cow was killed. I only know of the marching order following a security meeting with the police and other heads of security services with the then acting governor of the state, telling the security operatives to go into the forest and ensure that all manner of criminal elements are weeded out of the forest.
Recall that residents of some communities in Edo State have over time raised alarm over security challenges, which has led to their inability to have access to their farmlands, as their major occupation is farming. Nafisa Bello, Trust TV News, Benin.
And still on security matters, about 36 residents in Millennium City, Chukun local government area of Kaduna State, have been kidnapped. According to eyewitness reports, the incident happened Monday evening, where the terrorists moved from house to house unabated. It was reported that the alleged kidnappers later abducted some residents. There is no official comment from security authorities at the time of this report. However, Daily Trust correspondent reports that police were at the scene to assess the situation. could be recalled that about a month ago, 7 residents of the same community were kidnapped, including a man, his wife, and their 2 housemates. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Osun State Command, has arrested a 40-year-old man, Bola Owolumote, for allegedly defrauding 4 people in the state to the tune of 570,000 naira. The commandant of the NSCDC in the state, Sunday Agbola Adisa, said the arrest followed reports from victims of his fraudulent act. The NSCDC commandant said investigations revealed that the suspect truly defrauded the complainants and assured that he will be charged to court.
It was reported by the public to us that the man duped them, and our men swung to action and they ensured that he was caught and brought to our office for further investigation, and he has confessed to commit the offense.
How many people?
4 people. 4 people.
12?
4 people.
How much?
570,000.
Okay, tell us why you decided to do that.
I am not happy of what I have done, and I'm very disappointed in myself. So there's nothing I can say here that can justify my actions. And I'm regret of my actions.
And following the federal government's shutdown order, schools within the FCT are preparing to halt academic activities despite the ongoing National Examinations Council NECO test for senior secondary schools, as well as terminal examinations by other students. Musa Luka tells us more.
Insecurity in Nigeria has been the major challenge for almost all sectors in the country, with education not spared. With the order affecting both public and private secondary schools, education in FCT will be brought to total halt as Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has been on strike for over 5 months. This follows intelligent report of threat to some schools within FCT and the attack in Buhari area of the Federal Capital Territory. A visit to some schools within FCT reveals that students who ought to be writing NECO were in school but not participating in the exams, while principal officers declined comment. At the junior secondary school Wuse 3, the principal, Olukemi Adebimpe, agreed that the safety of lives comes before education, hence the need to hold academic activities.
The security of the children is more important than what we are, is more important, and that is why the federal government said that all schools should close latest Wednesday, 27th July. By next week, Wednesday, we are supposed to close for the session. So this few days, about let me say about 5 days, it's only 5 days now that we are missing. If we close tomorrow, Wednesday, we are having Thursday, Friday, then Wednesday next week we are supposed to close for the session. So that 5 days cannot affect the school calendar. So everything will be okay, whatever and I don't think anything there's not going to be any adverse effect on the learners, because already we have finished our syllabus, we have finished, it's just for them to write exam, and which the only thing is the stress on the students, because we have to increase the number of subjects they write daily.
While these schools take a break over insecurity, one question that Nigeria are asking is what will government do differently to change the security situation before the students resume to school? Musa Luka, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Beatrice Ekweremadu, wife of former Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu, has been granted bail after appearing at the Old Bailey in the United Kingdom. Common Sergeant of London, George Richard Marks, confirmed that he had granted bail to Beatrice under some fairly stringent conditions, but had refused bail to her husband. The Ekweremadus were arrested in the UK on the 21st of June after flying into Heathrow from Turkey. Beatrice is charged with arranging or facilitating travel of another person with a view to exploitation under the Modern Slavery Act 2015, while Ike is charged with conspiracy to arrange or facilitate travel of another person with a view to exploitation, namely organ harvesting. The couple are due to appear at the Old Bailey on August 4th. You're watching Trust TV News Update. And still to come on the news, meeting demands gaps for eggs and meat. Details of this and more after the break. Do stay with us.
Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us on Trust TV News Update. Now, a little look at our top stories. Organized labor holds nationwide solidarity protest over prolonged ASUU strike. And schools set to halt academic activities despite the ongoing NECO exams. Moving on to other news now, President Muhammadu Buhari has asked the Senate to confirm Justice Olukayode Ariwola as the substantive Chief Justice of Nigeria. This is contained in a letter read at Tuesday's plenary by Senate President Ahmed Lawan. Buhari said the confirmation request was in line with constitutional provisions and urged the Red Chamber to consider his request in the usual expeditious manner. Justice Ariwola has been acting as the CJN following the resignation of his predecessor, Justice Tanko Muhammad, on health grounds. And in politics, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Nasarawa State has said that the party has joined forces with the All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, to wrestle power from the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, in the state in the forthcoming general elections. The state chairman of the PDP, Mr. Francis Orogu, disclosed this in an interview with newsmen shortly after a meeting with party critical stakeholders in Lafia. He said the aim of the stakeholders meeting was on how to strategize to come out victorious in the 2023 general elections. He, however, urged party stakeholders and supporters to work tirelessly to ensure the victory of the party.
Today we decided to meet with not just the elders chairman in each local government, the chairman of elders forum in each local government and that of the state. We met with all the local government chairmen of the party, and we met with all our candidates, including His Excellency the Governor candidate, governorship candidate, and the deputy, to strategize on how to approach the election coming up 2023, and to discuss the issue of the party, the development within the party, and the progress made so far after the primaries of all the candidates. And I think we have exhausted and taken a positive position that we believe coming 2023, the exit door for A. Sule and his team.
And ahead of the Sunday 31st July deadline for the continuous voter registration exercise across the country, prospective registrants are lamenting shortages of personnel and machines, among other anomalies, at the registration centres within the Federal Capital Territory. Trust TV's Aisha Salihu, who visited some newly created centres in the FCT, reports that registrants fear they may not be captured before the suspension of the CVR exercise, as more people try to use the last few days to get registered. The report.
The continuous voters registration exercise, which started over a year ago, had witnessed a 1-month further extension from the initial deadline. To encourage Nigerians to participate in the exercise, INEC, with support from the European Union in collaboration with IAGA Africa, held concerts in Lagos and Abuja, where thousands more got registered. With preparations in top gear for the 2023 general elections, INEC says the CVR exercise has to give way, but added that collection of the PVCs will continue while newly registered cards will be ready for collection by October 2022.
All CVR activities except the collection of already printed PVCs will be suspended on Sunday, 31st of July 2022. Meanwhile, the Honorable Chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, has already approved not only that extension of time, but also increased the closing hours to 5 p.m. daily to attend to registrants. And in addition, this exercise was carried on last Saturday and yesterday Sunday. And the exercise will also be carried on the next Saturday and the next Sunday.
Bello urged registrants in the FCT to patronize centers within their area councils and shun multiple registrations to avoid risking disenfranchisement, noting that special considerations are made for persons living with disabilities.
The Federal Commission for People with Disability invited us for a press conference last week at their premises and requested INEC to deploy an ABED machine at each area council where they have designated centers in order to register people with disabilities. Our national chairman, being very passionate in inclusivity, we have already obliged, and the program all over the FCT began this Monday morning, and all the ABED machines have been deployed in all the centers to capture people with disabilities.
He further stated that reports of challenges of network interruption, slow and faulty machines, among others, experienced during the course of the CVR exercise and conduct of some governorship elections in parts of the country are being addressed by the Commission to ensure a credible outing at the 2023 polls. Aisha Salihu, Trust TV News, Abuja.
The Central Bank of Nigeria said despite the fact that Nigeria is the largest producer of eggs and the second largest producer of chicken meat in Africa, demand gap for eggs and meat is wide. The governor of the central bank, while speaking during the official commissioning of an integrated commercial poultry farm in Ilorin, Kwara State, said the gap has led to importation of unhealthy frozen chicken into the country. The report.
To correct the situation, the central bank has initiated programs to partner with stakeholders to ensure local production and breeding of chicken.
Chicken meat in Africa. Demand gap for eggs and meat stands at an outstanding currently and at and outstripped current supply by 1.2 million metric tons and 140,000 metric tons for meat and eggs respectively. Over the years, this demand gap has driven the smuggling of unhealthy frozen chicken into the country. To close this gap, the Central Bank of Nigeria has introduced various intervention schemes focused on boosting poultry production, creating decent jobs, fostering innovation in the poultry subsector. One of such schemes is the tertiary institutions.
The Kwara State government assured of its readiness to support and collaborate with others in the agriculture sector, ensure healthy meat and eggs consumption. The Olofa of Ofa challenged the agricultural sector to come up with research on how to produce and deliver healthy chicken.
Exciting to note that Kwara State is committed to maintain conducive environment for agriculture and particularly for livestock production. We are reiterating the support of our administration in livestock production in Ilorin.
And now for a look at the foreign scene, where the European Union on Tuesday reached an agreement on how to cut member states' consumption of gas by 15% and reduce their dependence on Russian supplies. Russian energy giant Gazprom on Monday said gas flows to Germany through the Nord Stream 1 pipeline would fall to 33 million cubic meters per day from Wednesday. The 27 EU members, which have imposed economic sanctions on Russia to punish it for its invasion of Ukraine, said the purpose of the gas demand reduction is to make savings ahead of winter in order to prepare for possible disruptions of gas supplies from Russia that is continuously using energy supplies as a weapon. And that wraps up Trust TV News Update for this hour. For more news, you can subscribe to watch us live on YouTube and of course follow us across all our social media platforms. I am Ibrahim Yusuf. Thanks for joining us.